Greetings, seekers of ancient truth. Welcome to the dark files of the prophecy matrix.
Join me.
What if the one leading you straight to hell wears the absolute holiest of white robes? We desperately long for global peace, a united world without any dividing borders. But the book of Revelation warns of a second beast rising silently from the dark earth. It has two tiny horns, just like a gentle lamb, yet it speaks with the voice of a dragon. Look closely at the world today, where global religious leaders gather in grand harmony. They smile and shake hands, actively erasing all the moral boundaries of ancient faith. They sign global fraternity treaties, promising a beautiful era of endless security. But is this ultimate religious unity a divine miracle or a very deadly illusion? The book of Revelation speaks of a highly deceptive figure hiding in plain sight today. Many people constantly watch for a ruthless military dictator to conquer the nations. But the false prophet does not use violent weapons to dominate the minds of the masses. Instead, he acts as the ultimate spiritual propaganda minister for the Antichrist.
And unity requires order.
His primary mission is extremely simple, yet incredibly destructive to human souls. He uses sweet words to deceive the entire population into worshiping the first beast. He performs great supernatural signs, creating illusions that captivate the whole wide world. Could these so-called holy miracles be nothing more than highly advanced technology? Let us travel back to the 1st century, deep inside a dark rocky cave on Patmos Island. The Apostle John trembles as he writes down the terrifying visions of the distant future. He records that this second beast will forcefully call down blazing fire from the high heavens. For centuries, scholars believed this meant literal magic performed by a dark sorcerer. However, many modern experts suggest we look closely at today's technological weapons. Directed energy weapons from satellites can easily create raining fire from the sky. John also witnessed the false prophet breathing life right into the image of the first beast. He made the lifeless statue speak out loud and command the death of all who refused it.
World is now mine.
Imagine an artificial intelligence system combined with a massive global hologram. A digital idol that can actively monitor, speak, and perfectly manipulate human emotions. The ancient prophecy perfectly describes a fully automated surveillance state machinery. The false prophet controls this cybernetic system to enforce an absolute global worship. He effectively merges the power of false religion with the cold logic of digital control. Every single citizen will be forced to bow down before this artificially created God. If you lived in a world where technology became divine, would you be able to resist it? He does not need to threaten you with a sword when he can easily shut down your bank account. The ancient texts say he causes all people to receive a specific mark on their right hand. Without this precise biometric mark, no one will be legally allowed to buy or to sell. Economic freedom is completely tied to your willingness to accept this false theology. The false prophet operates under the heavy shadow of the first beast's military power. They form a deeply sinister alliance, blending global politics with spiritual deception. The military leader conquers the lands, while the false priest completely conquers the mind. Together, they build a totally inescapable matrix of control over the entire human race. We must now uncover the most shocking historical twist within this theological true crime. The false prophet will never publicly deny the existence of God to the faithful masses. Instead, he masterfully distorts the true image of God to serve his own dark global agenda. He actively promotes the rapid rise of a singular, all-encompassing world religion today. Observe the massive multi-faith architectural projects currently being built in the Middle East. They falsely preach that every single path will eventually lead humanity to the exact same God. Therefore, everyone must blindly worship the global leader who brings this ultimate peace. This is the grand deception designed to slowly condition the human soul for utter destruction. He uses religious compromise to deeply stamp the mark of the beast onto their very minds. Long before the physical barcode touches their skin, their souls have already been fully sold. The massive surveillance grid ensures that non-believers are quickly isolated and removed. The obedient masses are proudly standing in perfectly aligned rows under the glowing lights. They willingly raise their right hands to happily receive the glowing biometric digital scan. The false prophet smiles warmly from his high balcony, holding the transparent data sphere. He successfully convinces the entire world that trading their freedom for security is noble. The ancient Patmos prophecy is rapidly unfolding right before our very own modern eyes. The terrifying beast from the earth is currently working to establish the New World Order. He effectively weaponizes human empathy and a deep desire for unity against the whole world. Anyone who dares to strictly follow the ancient scriptures is quickly labeled as a massive threat. The false peace treaty is nothing more than a carefully crafted snare for the entire human race. A beautifully designed cage is still a prison, even if it is fully painted with golden colors. The global ecumenical movement is quietly preparing the grand stage for the final act. The false prophet is currently gathering all the spiritual power to hand it to the Antichrist. He acts as the perfect psychological bridge between the old religions and the new dark age. The entire human population is slowly being heavily hypnotized by this false sense of safety. They are completely unaware of the digital chains wrapping tightly around their fragile necks. The beast's shadow grows larger, fully covering the global tactical diorama in absolute darkness. The false miracles continue to totally blind the masses from seeing the terrifying reality. He promises a beautiful heaven on earth, but carefully guides them straight into a fiery hell. The ultimate deception is almost complete, as the world blindly applauds its own destruction. The greatest danger in our modern era is certainly not the rapid spread of dark atheism. It is a highly manufactured false religion that peacefully lulls humanity into total disaster. The false prophet finishes his dark psychological manipulation and slowly steps into the shadows. The global diorama map now sits in a perfectly silent, highly controlled state of fake peace. But while the world is deeply asleep, a terrifying new threat begins to suddenly emerge. Look closely at the northern borders of Israel on the tactical map where the red fog rises. A brilliant but incredibly ruthless military strategist is violently tearing down the boundaries. He aggressively attacks like a massive whirlwind, destroying everything in his brutal path. The ancient book of Daniel chapter 11 perfectly details his every single tactical move. He shatters the fragile global peace, bringing endless war back to the quiet Middle East. Who is this terrifying dark commander rising from the heavy shadows of the northern lands? The tactical diorama violently shakes as his heavily armored armies begin their march south. The false prophet smiles from the dark, knowing the brutal king of the north has finally arrived. The absolute chaos of the final days is just beginning to rapidly unfold upon the earth. The stage is perfectly set for the most devastating ancient war the world has ever witnessed. You must prepare your mind for the shocking truth hidden deep within the prophetic matrix. Click the next video to fully uncover the dark identity of the terrifying King of the North. Is this current global unity a true divine miracle or the ultimate historical deception? Please leave your deep thoughts below. Are we blindly walking straight into the beast's trap? Subscribe to our channel to quickly uncover more mysteries. The prophecy matrix awaits you.